Heads.
Welcome back, everybody. We're all back here. Okay.
And now it knows.
So the two will return to the form of night figures. And then kind of one will point a spear towards you. So you come to understand your powers more. Small shape changer.
Yes.
Come. Your associates may follow. Perhaps we can find something for you. They'll lead you inside, and it will be a literal night and day. When you enter into the other side, the sky will be just clear and normal, which will be at, like, early evening. The place will look a lot like it did in the old days. Pristine towers. There's all kinds of beings walking around in odd forms, some of which you recognize, other which you just don't understand at all. And then there's plenty of people that just look like normal people that seem to be walking around here too. You can see that this is actually the extension of the central thoroughfare, where there's a number of carts with things that seem to be for sale, from small trinkets to little bits of food. Vendors that have kind of strange things. One of them that has, like, what you're pretty sure is, like, one of those squirrels on a stick.
Well, it's not crying.
Nope.
I kind of want to try it. I wasn't there for the crying squirrel thing.
You want some squirrel on a stick?
How much for squirrel on stick?
It'll be a silver.
I am buying a squirrel on a stick.
And you get your
I am just curious, and I'm going to get a piece, too.
And you get your choice of dips. There seems to be 3 different dips that you can put on it. There's one that seems to be this kind of thick black material you can, like, smear on it. One that seems to be this kind of yellowish material. And one that seems to be kind of red.
I want the
All
black.
3.
You're going to just, like, kind of get, like, a smear of all 3 on it. Oh, the special! The special. Here you go.
I'll give it a shot.
You going for the special too?
I'll do the special too.
Okay, so basically you smeared like a soy sauce, a mustard, and like some kind of like sriracha on there and mixed together.
Fuck yeah!
You need to assume I wouldn't eat.
That's Shiv style, baby.
I'll put a little bit on like different parts so I can actually try them individually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Squirrel on stick, pretty good.
Interesting.
This is my vengeance.
You'll be led along. Very few face the ruins and arrive here. You are brave. And only those that are not a true threat to Vesuva can truly enter the gates alive.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Oh no. It is not for us to decide. When you faced yourself, if you are those of ill attention to the country, then it will be more powerful than you. If you have no ill will, it will be weaker.
I mean, yes, but it's nice that at least you know we're not gonna do anything wrong. You know, that's cool. A lot of places are like, you're probably here to murder us all, and it's nice to know that some people actually know that not everyone wants to kill you.
It's true. As a goblin, I get a lot of weird looks a lot of the time.
There will be like a goblin walking around, which may or may not be an actual goblin.
Just an illusory goblin, like
I'm
what?
still a Minotaur at the moment, by the way.
Well, could be a shape changer. There are so many of them here. They will lead you to a large central building that seems to be a number, like a ring of towers around a central tower as its original design. But it seems like all of the bottoms of those towers have been hollowed out to have this kind of like large open vaulted chamber in the bottom. In here, there's all kinds of like setup of like, it seems as though people changing into different forms, almost if they're training in it. And in the center of this entire area is a spiral staircase leading up. If you wish to train, you could come here. Or, if you wish to ask true questions of our kind and your own, we can take you to that who presides over us all.
I think that's where I would like to start. If that is okay.
They'll lead you up the spiral stairs into a central chamber, which you emerge out into a kind of large, dark room with spotlights coming into the kind of 4 cardinal directions from when you arrive. You can see that there almost seems to be like these, like, hidden in the darkness, these almost like faces kind of beating down on you. And in front of you, from where you kind of came up directly, is on a throne a female figure dressed in a kind of like this shining plate armor with this incredibly strange helmet on. The helmet itself is it looks to be like you can see her face in the center, and then it's almost as if like on either side of it there are 2 copies of her face kind of looking down.
I will bow.
There's kind of like a red velvet kind of like overcoat over like the armor itself that kind of gives it like, and like kind of like a kind of like a very nice like cape kind of attached to it. Who comes to my land?
My name is Claude.
Why have you come here, Claude? Why have any of you come here?
It was just following Claude for the most part. I'm supporting him as a friend.
We kind of wanted to go on a vacation. Claude had something to do, so we'd be like, we want to help.
Kazrin, please roll me a check. Just a intelligence.
Just
Actually, no. History. You can roll history. History.
History. Okay.
Yeah.
22. I don't know why I had advantage. Let me turn that off. Honestly, those are pretty good rolls either way.
Mm-hmm.
Try that again. It's gonna be really bad. It's not that bad.
There's something strange about that helmet.
Funky.
Helmet she wears. Just something that, like, less about, like, its shape and stuff, but something about, like, there's something odd about the material it's made out of.
Oh, I know what that shit is.
What is it?
Living metal. I can't remember the name of it.
That's a thing?
It's what Wrath was made out of.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
As someone with proficiency in history, could I also see? if
Sure.
Ross would do
You
check?
could actually roll that too. Sure.
Yay! I'm gonna get. Oh, never mind.
You have actually seen some of this before, because in your earlier days, even that you avoided it, you still were around some of the wreckage of the stronghold of Wrath. Even though like you avoided it, there were ruins of it nearby that you were able to see it. It's a strange material, and you don't know the name of it, but it's a silvery substance that seemed to be what, if you asked about it, what Wrath was made of.
Silver, you say?
Yes.
I remember what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait, living metal is just like, it's like what, a possessed armor, or?
No, it's metal that is alive and was used to create an entire plane.
Let me put it this way.
But there's like someone in front of us, like talking
Okay,
to us. In
what
this
you
metal.
don't know is this material.
Well, you don't have to tell us that
I will,
part.
okay, there is stuff about this that is crazy
is.
about this material.
Okay.
I'm going to say I wish to learn about my nature and move back to my human form.
Where do you come from? There are very few others than ourselves left in this world who have an ability similar to you. If we are to talk to you and let you know where anything comes from, where your powers are, what they are, what it means, we must know more of you.
I was an experiment. I am amalgamation of many different and souls put into one body.
Interesting. A different origin than I have heard before. Strange. Who did this experiment? Do you know? Or do you have any evidence of where it came from.
How much do I actually...
You would know you come from Rath.
I was created in Wrath.
You have history and age. Interesting. How long have you lived?
Well, I know I at least traveled 300 years
Interesting.
after I was created and escaped.
An experiment of Wrath. We know of Wrath. Its power still remains in many places. We hold it here too ourselves.
I don't know if they still search for me, my creators.
You'll see her hold out her hand, and seemingly coming almost rippling down from the helmet itself is this silvery-like material, which will kind of ooze out as she'll create what looks to be a copy of Carrion.
Interesting.
Kazran's excited.
You are a child of the flow, yes. One created from those time periods by wicked Phyrexians and their servants. Interesting. Escaped and survived to this day. Your nature is much different than ours. We cannot teach you any new lessons, but we can tell you some things. What do you
I'd be
seek?
grateful.
What do you want to know? As she kind of dismisses the construct and it kind of almost melts away.
I seem to be alive, but not.
A twisted soul, much different from our own. Interesting.
I also know there's more in my mind that I can access. I know of at least 5 distinct beings that were once separate. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more in here. My name itself is a representation of the 5 that I know.
Come forth, Claude, and I will give you a gift that I think I can give. Let me see you. See your mind. You see, a good changer of shapes understands both the mind of those they become, can feel it, touch it. Some of us can even read them, understand the deepest thoughts with very little effort. And I can show you yours.
I'll step forward.
She will stand up, kind of move down, touch her hand to your head, and you'll see her hold out her other arm. And with her other arm, she will form another Claude. Similar to the one she did with Carrion. Now, Claude, I shall give you this gift. Walk into yourself. I can sense already within you. The flow was used in your creation. It gives you some of the malleability. Perhaps they sought to reproduce it in an organic form. Perhaps they sought to use blood and souls in order to bind it, to create life from this. This is only a simulacrum under my control. It has no true life. But you have life. You're different. You are almost living metal, but of flesh and blood.
I'll take a deep breath I'll look around at you guys, and I'll step into myself.
You will merge with yourself. You will see like this kind of like oozing around him for a second, as it seems like it will sink into Claude. And then you will see Claude just collapse. It will take some time for him to understand what has happened to him. He will not awaken for many days.
Mm.
The old man might think he's dead and eat his flesh.
We have a day and a half remaining on the island before we have to return.
You can take him with you.
Oh, all right.
He does not
All right.
Amazing.
know
Yeah, and
this.
guess who's gonna have to carry him?
When he wakes,
We
he
could
will
just
know more than
drag
he knew.
him.
Things that I even cannot tell. But there might be a danger. I sense something. Something unnatural. Just a little glimpse. There is a darkness within him that you must help him to overcome.
Yeah, he talks about dying a lot. We know we have to
A
help him
different
stop
kind of
that.
darkness.
Oh.
This,
Like
I'm guess, it's
Dracovin
more
Empire,
like
or is
a
it-
literal darkness rather than like.
Listen, if I have to kill him, I have to kill him. Like, that's just how it works.
Let's
One of-
try not to kill.
A fraction of one of the many souls, one hidden within him, is a very dangerous and dark individual.
Okay. So kill that one.
I worry that in a place of experiment, perhaps an assistant, a superior, something of the such, was used as part of it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes. All of you. The helm senses something from all of you. You, Silvertongue. You have the flow.
I have the what?
The flow. Your
Flow.
tongue is of the flow.
How'd you know my tongue was silver?
I can feel the flow around us. Goblin, you carry something of the flow. Under your shirt.
He's gonna pull out the amulet, the ear.
Yes. That too is of the flow.
Do you know how to work the flow?
I can manipulate and create very littles. The true furnace is deep within the stronghold, but it has been silent for many years. Only remains are left.
You wouldn't have a spare piece of the flow for me to work with a little bit in my travels, would you?
A gift. Maybe to help your friend out. I can give you all a gift, as I've given him one. To you, Silvertongue. She'll hold out something, like a little cup, and fill it with a silver liquid that seems to come from the helm, and offer it to you.
Thank you. What does
Drink
it do?
it.
Can I investigate this before I drink it?
It's a silver liquid in a cup?
I would drink it.
May I ask what it does before I drink it?
Your tongue is stronger than you think. It is more than mere binding of your soul to your corpse. The binding of the soul to your corpse was made much different than it. It was something gifted to you for different purposes. I'm merely unlocking one of those purposes.
I chug it immediately
All right.
without hesitation. Actually, hold on. Let's make it a little bit better. There we go.
Okay. Speak like Kazran.
What?
Speak like Kazran.
I am small and I am a goblin.
Your voice will exactly mimic Kazarin's.
Oh snap!
Oh, this is
that's-
going to be a lot of fun.
Dude, so wait, is that like my tongue spell, but like I get that permanently?
No,
It's-
it's like mimicry.
You
Oh,
can
dude,
mimic
that's-
anybody's voice.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy.
It's going to be fun.
No.
Kazarin, to you.
Yes.
She'll munch over. She'll bring kind of like... form something into her hand, a cylinder of silver material, and give it to you. Your blood knows of this. You can figure out how to manipulate it.
Thank you. I will do my best.
Demon Child.
I think she's talking about you.
She's dying.
I'm sorry, Joe's killing me. Honestly, Carrie's also probably laughing about the your tongue is stronger than you know. You talking to me?
Yes.
What? Sorry. Tongue?
You seem to know of the flow of the silver. Yes? You've seen it before.
Oh, back to the homeland.
And you have been and seen at least remnants of the stronghold.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have something you seek? Something that would assist you? I can give a gift related to that, or I could predict a gift. It's up to you. My predicted gift may be one to help you. It may not be.
I don't need material objects. I take predicted.
Do you feel your blood?
My blood? No.
How about those that seek your blood?
Well, yes. Last time that happened, that one over there let me get kicked. Now,
And you almost drowned.
and I almost drowned.
I fold my arms and tap my foot. She's
You
not
did.
telling the whole story.
Well,
What
I'm-
more to the story is there? You let me get kidnapped?
No, I didn't. Let the kind
Okay,
living armor
this
lady
is not
say her
time
piece.
to blame Smokey over there.
Smokey.
Okay?
Wouldn't it be tonguey?
it's an ongoing debate amongst our group. I apologize
Yeah,
for the
We
disrespect.
will get to this later.
Okay, she will make a motion, and a bath will appear,
Jinky.
filled with silver liquid. Bathe within it. Dip yourself. You need not remove your equipment.
I'm sorry, I'm debating on whether or not Carrie would listen to that and just go naked anyway.
She said you need not.
I know. That's what I'm saying, is that Carrie would ignore that. Probably not. Just fucking head first in. Well, not head first, because it's bath.
Yeah.
That doesn't have like any adverse effects if it touches your skin.
You don't know.
You don't have skin.
Well, no, obviously not me. Duh.
We've established over the past.
Well,
Yeah,
she
oh God,
has
yeah.
skin and wears
Carrion
a
will
helmet. on her.
emerge as like this silver like liquid will seemingly be all over her, and it will kind of disappear almost onto her then.
Is she
Feel
a
yourself
great
should
tiefling
you
now?
wish to hide, and avoid those that seek you. Think of it.
Invisible barbarian.
She will go invisible.
What? And she
This is
gets like a
good
cool ability. I just turn into like a parrot.
I just hey,
I
got
She
a
also
metal-
did say there was more your tongue could do. That she only began to
Yeah.
unlock it for you.
Wink.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This is all I got. I got a metal rod.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
gotta be good for something, right?
Oh yeah. if he uses it in some of his artifice, it will enhance his artifice, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm. She basically was like, here, rather than like giving you like a weird gift, I will give you like access to some of this. Use it to your whims. Let me know what you want to use it for, and I will tell you what it does then. And for you, Core, Child of the Mountains, your kind has suffered greatly because of both the flow and those that created it. But perhaps I can give you a gift. Some of it remains in the one weapon you use. Your ancestors brought the tip, but the base was created from the flow. So perhaps, rather than the rope you use now, she'll kind of make a motion and give you a silver rope.
Wait. You know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
I like you, lady. I like you. You're great.
Your hook counts
a
as
rope?
magic and silver for attacking things. And you can choose to extend the rope. But you can take an action to do so. And I will tell you how far it can extend up to. It means you can have greater range on it for a temporary time. It's better for climbing. It's not as good on attacking. Like, if you extend it beyond its normal range, you will have disadvantage, but you could attack at a farther range. Basically.
I will throw the old rope at Claude. You can have this. Go, take. Thank you.
As my unconscious body gets slapped for the rope.
He's not.
Yeah.
Take 1 point of rope damage.
Rope
It's
damage.
just like a rope over top of Claw's unconscious body.
He shifts in his sleep and gets caught around his neck.
He doesn't need to.
Now, there's one final member of your group. I have rarely seen your kind in these parts. Angelic one. But I sense something strange from you. You come from a place where the flow was great. Its taint is even within you. Just a little bit. Maybe not as much as many of the others. Not as much as... She'll kind of hand motion towards Claude and freaking Max and be like, not as much as them. But it's there. There's not much I can offer one of your kind. Especially, but perhaps, because you have past. The gift of the past. Something I remember from your friend. She's going to create this amulet made of silver. And like pull out like a little bit of like rope from her own outfit and kind of tie it together. And then hand it off to Radiant to be like, take it. Maybe a memory. Maybe a fragment. Maybe just something to remember me by, Angel. So now, is there any more that I can do for you this day, travelers? For you have done something for me very interesting. You have let me know the world is greater than it is. And perhaps it's time for Vesuva to move again.
I think we would appreciate assistance returning to the shore where we arrived.
You will
I don't
find
wa-
your travels much easier out than they were in. Just beware of the dangers of the beasts that roam the land.
Oh, the squirrel things?
And the other.
What other thing? It was just squirrels. All I remember is squirrels.
Something tells me there are some more dangerous things around.
Vesuva is a land of illusions and changing of forms. You never know what dangers are around the corner. Even here, you do not know what you could face. As you can see, those 4 big faces kind of turn towards you all.
I'm unaffected.
You're unconscious.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
pick Claude up and like toss him across the
what form is he? He's in the Minotaur form, right?
No, it's
No,
human.
I went to
Oh,
human.
okay. Why didn't you pick like dwarf before you got knocked out?
I didn't know I was gonna get knocked out.
God, what is this picture?
There's one other thing that I must ask you of, because I sense your journey may take you there at some point. Should you find yourself in the furnace, I would like a core.
You would like me?
No, core. Like,
I mean, I
think
can stay a little bit if you want. But...
Wait, where is this furnace?
like,
Deep in Urborg.
Under
the stronghold.
Oh, we're heading there.
She says she senses that your journey may one day take you there.
What do you want? What do you need the core for?
I don't want to
My
go back
helm
home.
can create the flow, but not to a great degree. It holds a core within it, forged of the flow itself, the tiny fragment of a core. A full core could allow ourselves to rebuild all of Vesuva. Would you do that for Vesuva, for the gifts I've given?
Yes.
We
Yes.
have time. I'm sure some of you do. And I'm sure your journey will take you there eventually anyway.
You've shown us nothing but kindness and welcomeness. We'd be crazy not to give you the core.
I have to
Then-
go back home now?
Should you do that, Vesuva will be your eternal friend.
The more allies, the better.
Well, travelers. Perhaps there is one other thing I can do for you. She holds out a hand, and a tiny bird will fly over. This little thing here is a pet of mine. It's something to remind me of you of me. Anytime you travel and you hear it whisper.
Whispers?
It'll fly over and land on Carrie's shoulder.
Yay.
So now you got a
Bird
bird and a Claude.
Yep. Clawed over one shoulder, tiny bird on the other one. It's like a little songbird.
I'm happy about one of those.
It's like a little songbird.
You
Goes
can
like
draw...
let's make little, whistling bird noises.
Miss Two-Face Lady, does this bird have a name?
Oh yeah, we didn't ask her.
We didn't ask her name or the bird's name or
I
guards.
just asked the bird's name. I just called her the big Two-Face Lady.
She technically
has
has five
3 faces.
five faces.
Oh, 5.
Yes,
All
because
right,
there's
five
2
faces.
faces to either side on the helm.
And then
Alright, let me
two-
switch that to
And then 4
Face
like
Lady,
above
'cause that's what
you.
I've been calling her.
Mhm.
She's about like 100 faces in total.
I'm just gonna say 5-Face Lady. Magic 5-Face.
Sure.
Listen,
Anyway.
that's what she's in my notes.
Yes, 5-face lady.
Mhm.
Saria. Let me put this into the chat yet. That is the bird's name. Saria.
Aww. The bird's so cute. Lady's intimidating, though, I gotta say.
I like her.
Whenever you meet someone with that many faces, it's usually not a good thing to have that many faces. So it's kind of like looking at a goblin in the mainland.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not against you. You're a good goblin. I like you. You're smart. Not like those other goblins who trip over their own feet.
I'll put it. They have a picture of the helm and stuff. I'll put it into chat after we're done here. It's the helm of the host that she wears.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, we'll leave it here now that you've met with the Queen of Vesuva, and she has
She's queen.
Yes. And she has enlisted your assistance, in a way.
Okay, I have to write down notes. Forgot what we talked to. Do the thing that goes vroom vroom. Decided vacation on dead.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
I
just looked up.
Just AF.
Mm-hmm.
Big.
But yes. So we'll head out. Went a good session. We'll be back, of course, hopefully next week. We'll continue where you'll head back, and you'll be taking a submersible to meet some merfolk. That'll be fun. And now you have on your list of places to visit Urborg at some point in time.
How about no?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine.
Literally, Carrie does not want to go.
It's like low on the list. It'll be fine. And you'll be taking an unconscious Claude with you back to the boat. Who I will have to talk to Claude about what's going on with him. I don't know how much of it we'll be talking on stream and how much of it talking off stream. I will figure that out because things are happening.
Am I going to get a last name?
Yes, and more. Probably a middle name too.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
I knew there was a lot of voices in my head.
Oh yeah, a lot of voices. Claude Von Seraphin. I like it. But anyway, God, that crushed my train of thought. We'll be back next week. Let me go around, people give shout outs to who they are, what they find them and stuff. We'll start with Mads, of course.
Hi, I'm here.
Yep.
Hi, here.
How about Fish?
Hi, everyone. It's me, Fish Harlan. I'm stuck inside for a while. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. Lee?
Hey guys, I'm Jesse Lee Belmont, your noble vampire hunter. I'm on a quest to learn 100 different speed games, and I have 21 left to go. You can find me on twitch.tv/Jesse Lee Belmont. I'm pretty chill. I try to emphasize wholesomeness and humor, and yeah, I'll see you there.
Cool. Joe?
I will see everyone Saturday for some discussing tabletop, and then on Sunday for my my shows, well, my stream / game, Grinding Gears, and see what mischief they end up getting deeper into.
Okay. And of course, Lindsay.
I'm Mads. I do Mads thing.
Uh-huh. Of course.
I'm big, red, horny.
Nice. No, you knew clear well what you said.
Anyway, that's Darvin Dracovin. Find me here probably daily. I'll probably do some Rimmel tomorrow. And if you're looking for RPGs related, tabletop related stuff, discuss Tabletop Saturday with Joanne, should Grinding Gears next week. We should be back to both Records of Evil, Legacies of Kain on Tuesday, and of course this game next Thursday. So back to a normal schedule, full week, hopefully speaking. Other than that, see you around, folks. Have a good rest of your week, rest of your day, and stay safe and stay healthy. So, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.